So clearly we stayed in Boulia last night, had a great stay here, awesome meal at the pub. Where are we off to today? Cut, take two.
Don't come to me.
Bedourie.
So Clive, where are we going to today?
Bedourie.
With Bedourie, yeah, and then we're going to?
Birdsville, if we can be bothered.
Right. Well, we are on the road again. That was Boulia, off to Bedourie. About 170 k's down the road. Decide when we get there, we might even push on to Birdsville today. Probably another 200. But we'll get to Bedourie first and work it out from there. Another beautiful day. Along the way, we'll stop and have a look. Check it out. That's cool. Fantastic lookout. Fantastic view. Well, we just finished having a coffee break. Time to get back on the bikes and get moving. You ready?
Yep. bit of a cold ride today. It was 18 degrees. Certainly
not what we're used to, that's for sure. Bedourie Tourist Park. Bit of a look here. Need to work out what we're doing. Oh, we've stopped at the information centre. Cheapest place we can find is the pub. That's a pretty cool pub. So we will stay here. I'm going to check it out anyhow. So we've decided we're definitely staying in Bedourie. We're heading to Birdsville tomorrow. This is our little donga here. We're staying at the pub. Cool little pub. Jackie's found her new best friend, Mr. Camel. Alright, another beautiful day to ride the bikes. Stayed in Bedourie last night, as I said. Jackie, we're going to try you again today. Where are we going?
Birdsville.
We're going to Birdsville. Alright. We've been looking forward to getting to Birdsville. Should be a good ride. It's 200 k's down the road. We've got a couple of places I think we're going to stop at and have a look at along the way. So fire it up, Jack. Yeah, love this pub. We had a great stay here. Jackie loved the two camels out the back. There they are, sitting down. But we're off to Birdsville. Let's go, honey. 187. Cruisy little ride today. Oh, Mr. Emu running up the hill. I think it is. Little dingo. 20 to Birdsville. Shouldn't take us long, we'll be there. Alright Dale, let's go. There's a lot of bird life around, that's for sure. Where there's water, there's birds. Hello mate. Thought you'd pop in, did you? Well, we got a little bit of dirt, and now we're back on the blacktop. These old ruins, they look magnificent. A bit of a look inside. Very cool. Amazing it's even still standing. There's Fatso through there. Well, 100 k's to Birdsville. Shouldn't be too much longer and we'll be there. Well, that was cool. Lovely old relics. Now 12 k's Birdsville. So these are the trees, the waddy trees Clive was mentioning. Waddies are a rare and ancient species representing relic populations of Australian desert fauna. Its timber is so hard it's caused damage to axes and saws, and when dry is almost impossible to drill. Waddy wood fence posts have been found showing little sign of decay after nearly a century. Crazy. It looks like they're only found here in the Simpson Desert. Amazing. Alright, we'll be in Birdsville in about 15 k's. But before I do, a couple of emus over here. We'll go and have a look. They can run. Alright, off to Birdsville, let's go. We had a look at a couple of emus. Now it's time for a beer. Welcome to Birdsville. morning, Jack. Finally here. The old hotel was burnt down. Oh, check out the original pub. Well, Jack, Clive, we are here. We made it to Birdsville. We sure did.
Well done, Jackie.
I can think of one thing that we should be doing right now.
Having a beer, eh?
Having a beer. Alright, let's go and enjoy one. Alright, Birdsville pub. All photos. Alright, let's get a beer. Loved it in the Birdsville pub. I'll have to try and get some accommodation before everything's booked out, which it looks like it already is. So we might be pitching the tent tonight, which is fine. But we'll just go and have a look. Alright, let's see what this caravan park's got. Alright, checked into the Birdsville caravan park. Now go and try and find a spot. Well, we're at Birdsville and we are camping. First time in the tent in a long time. Not sure how these two are going to cope. I'll be fine. Seeing I've been asking for the tent for ages.
Stopped us out of the lot of us.
What do you have to say about that?
I reckon you've been whinging for the last 3 weeks about camping.
Don't believe anything these two say. They are full of it. But anyhow, we are here. We're going to go up to the information centre, have a look around town, and maybe go to the pub for another beer. So, all right, let's get moving. I've heard enough from you two. Good opportunity at the moment. The pub's nice and quiet, so a bit of a look around. Birdsville race day. Wow. Iconic Aussie outback pub. Just what we like to see, isn't it, Jack? Heap of adventure bikes. Heaps of scenic flights you can do around here. One just getting back now. Have a look at these dudes. Loving life. I'm going to go out and have a look. Africa Twin, Tenere, 3 great bikes. CRF, KTM, little Beamer, another Tenere, Africa Twin, KTM, and an older Tenere. Awesome. How are we, boys? Living the dream. Brilliant. Nothing better than a heap of bikes out the front of the Birdsville pub. So it's the next day in Birdsville. We're going to go and have a look at Big Red, and it's not early, it's midday. We've been lazing around. Said goodbye to Clive today. He's heading to Windora, heading in a different path to Jackie and I, so we might cross paths again somewhere near Port Macquarie or in Sydney direction. We're not really sure yet. We'll just see how that pans out. But we had an awesome time travelling along the road with Clive, didn't we? Yeah, we're going to miss him, and we're looking forward to catching up with him again, that's for sure. We've met Pete here, who's an adventure rider. He came into town yesterday. He's actually been watching a couple of our videos, which was ironic to meet someone that has.
And he'd met Clive.
Yeah, and he'd met Clive earlier, before we'd met Clive. So we had a good chinwag with Pete, and we will again later on today when we get back from Big Red. But now, let's go and have a look at Big Red while we're here. It's an 80k round trip. We're just going to go and get some fuel and head out there. Birdsville to Big Red, 4 drive only. up a bit, Jack. Don't want them running the wrong way. Red sand dune, 2 kilometres this way. Definitely a bit of a sandstorm coming on. Dune is massive. Crazy. Wow. That is full on. Well, Clive was absolutely spot on there, so I don't have a hope in hell riding up that. I've got zero real experience in sand, and I am not having a crack at that, that's for sure. I think I'll have to go riding with Clive more, get him to show me how this is done. Cool to be here. Looks a lot bigger when you're standing on top of it, that's for sure. Well, that doesn't look very steep, but it's reasonable. Made it up there, made it back. Can't say I'm a sand rider though, I'm way off it. But got there, got to have a look at Big Red. Tick that box. Jackie's walked up there, have a look. Alright, back to Birdsville. Well, Jack and I back in Birdsville after our little run out to Big Red. We're going to have a bit of a relaxing afternoon, chill out, relax, and tomorrow when you see us next we'll be off to Windora. But for today, that is it.